Well, hello, my beautiful Pitt Meadow Senior Secondary grads of 1969 and any others of you who have gathered together at Nelson's Place. I'm sorry I couldn't be there with you because I'm back east, and so I am really disappointed that I can't be there. But I just want to share with you my love and affection for that wonderful time we had together for those 5 years from grade 8 to 12 in Pitt Meadow Senior Secondary. You're a wonderful bunch of people. I still am so happy I see you all from time to time. And I don't know if I should name you or what. I just like to mention some of the wonderful teachers we had. I think one of the teachers that I most admired was, I loved English, and Mrs. Cox was such a wonderful lady. She was such just her manner was so good, and she never was cross. Just a really good teacher. I remember Mrs. Davis, the librarian. I once got chastised by her for writing some kind of racist remark somewhere, and she chastised me thoroughly, and I got in shit from my older sister Cora, as a result of what I did. So I never did that again. On my first day at school, Mr. Ferguson, the vice principal, excuse me, of the school, a very stern man, as you well remember. I don't think I ever saw him smile, but I was fooling around in the gym with a few friends, throwing balls around, and somehow we got into trouble, and I got the strap on the very first day of school. And he laid a big thick leather strap on my hands, and he missed it, and I ended up getting some big welts here on my wrists. Today that would be reasons for maybe putting him out of his job, but back then we didn't care. I mean, a little beating here and there really didn't hurt us. It helped us, I'm sure, much more than it hurt us. Mr. Traff was a wonderful teacher in the IE department. I learned some woodworking techniques. I still have my cutting board. It's a pig. It's right inside my place here. I'm not going to run and get it, but I still have that, and a stool that I made there. I really appreciate what he did. Mr. Bruno Fast, our PE teacher, a really wonderful guy. He was our basketball coach, and he used to get after me. He said because being a farm boy, you're pretty muscular, and to throw a basketball is a very smooth and gentle motion. And I used to throw that ball so hard I'd almost break the backboard. So he'd get after me, "Come on, Dean, slow it down, a little more loop so it goes in." And I learned how to throw a basketball down through the hoop. We didn't win a lot of games, but you know what? Gloria, Linda, and Paula, I can't remember some of the other cheerleaders. You were there at our games cheering us on. You did a wonderful job. I think Bobby Seed was there as well. I don't know for sure. But thanks to all of you wonderful cheerleaders who kept cheering on the "We are Marauders, fighting, fighting Marauders. Stomp, clap, stomp, clap, stomp, clap." We didn't win a lot of games, but it was a real a learning experience. So, that's some of my teachers. Mr. Stroh, I feel sorry that we persecuted him so much. He was a very gentle soul, but we really were not very nice to him, and he had difficulty handling our rambunctiousness. Mr. Shulhan, my math teacher, I did learn some math from him, and I still use some of it till this very day in calculating my profit margins at the store. An algebraic formula that I developed out of what I learned from him. Mr. Kretschmar, how could we forget Mr. Kretschmar, our illustrious German teacher? He would show us on the side of his leg where all the hair on the side of his leg had been rubbed off due to wearing his boots during the war. He was just such a cool guy. There was no sense of, the war and all that stuff. We didn't know anything about it. We weren't there. But yeah, wonderful man. And of course, most of all, dear Norman Oliver Finnegan, our illustrious principal. Wow. I won the French prize because I was such a dynamic and intelligent and receptive student. Well, not really, but I just had a lot of fun in that class. Just as long as you speak in French, you could get away with a lot. Now I want to say a few things about some of you wonderful people. First comes to mind is Nelson. You were my best friend, at least one of my best friends during those years. We hung out a lot together. You took me on a vacation with your family one time. You were supposed to go with me hitchhiking to Europe, and you didn't come, and you missed the most fantastic trip I've ever been on in my life. 13 months hitchhiking across Canada, hitchhiking around Europe, and coming back again. And I ended up doing it by myself, but I met some amazing people during that time. Linda Park, my high school sweetheart. What can I say? You're a wonderful woman. You're a farm girl, just like I'm a farm boy. And that was, you were just a wonderful person. Linda Nightingale, I really appreciate your faith in the Lord, your strong faith and your bubbly nature. You're a happy person, and I just want to acknowledge you as well. Some of them who are not with us anymore, Norman Granger, who's passed on. We used to call him Otis. And he just, and Lyle Sullivan and Richard Flynn, all of you guys were related and wonderful people. Wayne Crape is no longer with us. You know, he had some sayings that we used to use. Of course, my favorite was the French class, Sacafarine. Teddy Sharp, Susan Sharp, Susie Cream Cheese. I'm sorry if I'm going to miss some of your names. It's not because I don't think of you, but I didn't make a list beforehand. So, Diane, of course, Diane Roriff. Lovely soul, wonderful person. Now you're Diane Guthrie. And Diane, I wrote a song. Originally, it was about a town in Maui, but I've changed the words to reflect the store that you and your family had there, Pitt Meadows General Store. And we used to hang out at your place with your brother and you and have some pretty good times there while the trains were rolling by 110 feet away from the house. The house would shake, and after a while, we just didn't notice it anymore. So, without further ado, I shall pick up my ukulele and play this song to all you wonderful people. I love you. God bless you. Sorry I'm not going to be there, but I hope you can watch this video. Here we go. It's called the Pitt Meadows General Store. Well, you wake up in the morning and baby you got the BC blues. You wake up in the morning and baby you got the BC blues. You turn on your television and all you get is bad news. Well, get on the low-eat highway and pretty soon you'll start to smile. Get on the low-eat highway and pretty soon you'll start to smile. And when you get to Pitt Meadows, stop and take a look for a while. Well, when you get to Pitt Meadows, park your car, don't use it no more. When you get to Pitt Meadows, park your car, don't use it no more. Just to get yourself down to the Pitt Meadows General Store. At the Pitt Meadows General Store, it's the place where less is more. The Pitt Meadows General Store, you'll find what you've been looking for. Just step inside and you'll lose all of those BC blues. Well, it ain't very pretty, about 20 shades of brown. Step inside and take a good look around at the Pitt Meadows General Store. It's the place where less is more. At the Pitt Meadows General Store, you'll find what you've been looking